All right, guys. We got matchup number 4 of Week 10. We got it says the Big Two basketball, but it's Man Thing versus Kentucky Kissin Cousins, and oh, how the mighty have fallen. And I'm right there with you. I kind of feel for you. It's been kind of a shitty season for me too, but we have 2-7 going up against 5-4. Sebo's team was off to a really hot start, but they've started to kind of, slow down a little bit. And this week he's got Andrew Luck on bye week, so that's really gonna make a difference for his team. And then next week he's got DeMarco Murray on bye, so the skidding is gonna continue. So he needs to try to pull through these bad bye weeks for himself to have a shot at the playoffs. Let's dive into this week's matchup, though. We have Russell Wilson versus, I don't know who he's going to play at quarterback. I'm going to check his bench real quick to see if he picked anybody up. I don't think he has yet. No, he hasn't. Palmer was picked up, and Tannehill's the best available to be picked up. So I'm sure that's probably the route he's going to go if he can get him. But advantage Russell Wilson for the moment. And probably even after that, Russell Wilson will be an advantage.
Dad, that means go pick up Tannehill so you can have a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah. I might do that myself. At the running back spot, we got Trey Mason and Denard Robinson. Trey Mason, aside from that one game, hasn't really looked that great. It's kind of turned into a three-head monster there. Cunningham and Stacy didn't really make a factor last week, but Cunningham was in there. None of the running backs did really well last week. They have a terrible matchup this week up against Arizona, which is a top 5 run defense. But Denard Robinson's done surprisingly well, and I think he's going to continue to do well. And so I think that's a high note for Randolph's team. But the advantage is definitely got to go to Sebo. He's got DeMarco Murray playing up against Jacksonville. His 100-yard game streak came to an end, but he's already got over 1,000 yards rushing on the year and has been absolutely nasty this year. I don't think anybody saw it coming, but huge advantage there, the running back spot, plus Frank Gore against New Orleans, which is another bad run defense. And then at the wide receiver spot, we have Marcus Wheaton and Allen Hurns versus A.J. Green and Michael Floyd. Definite advantage for Sebo. But as it is right now, the Bengals can't get anything going on Thursday Night Football. A.J. Green's only got 1.6 points, but I still think, despite all that, I think he still has an advantage. At the tight end spot, we have Greg Olsen versus Scott Chandler. Definitely got to go with Olsen. In the flex, we have Cordell Patterson, who's on bye, so I think you probably put someone in. Looking at your bench, you have empty spots, so you can definitely pick someone up. I don't know who you're going to plug in that spot, but we'll see. And then Sebo's got Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin really hasn't done well, but it's because Russell Wilson's kind of struggled the past 2 weeks. But as it stands now, advantage Sebo for at least having a player in there. Defenses, Broncos versus Oakland, great matchup. Lions versus Miami. Miami's a pretty good offense going up against the Lions. It'd be a good test for them, but got to go with a slight favor for the Broncos defense. Kickers, they're both relatively similar, so don't really care too much. I actually think, I don't know, it's closer than I thought it was going to be, but I think Sebo gets a quarterback in there, and I think DeMarco Murray carries his team, and I think Sebo wins this week and moves on to 6-4.
I'm going to have to say that, I've only lost 2 games this season. It's actually a good season for me, but out of the 2 teams that I've lost to, there's only one I respect. No, Chris, it's not you. It's Sebo, and he's got a pretty solid team. I think he wins this week. It sucks that his buys are kind of having an effect, but it's staggered enough that I don't think it's going to be really heavy, and I think he pulls out a victory again here this week.
What's your pick, Mitch?
Okay.
Yeah, you go.
KKK.
All right, there you go. Sebo's winning.